Hey guys, and welcome back. So, just telling you little stories right now. You already heard the good. Now it's time for the bad. The next time, you'll get the ugly. That's when no one's good. So, the bad? Well, I was the DM this time. What was I running? Rouge Trader in the Warhammer 40k universe. If you don't know what the Rouge Trader is, they're like a pirate lord sailing in unknown space, burning for the glory of the God Emperor of mankind. Or just space exploration, just to get money. This is how you play it, how your Rouge Trader plays it. So one character in the party is the Rouge Trader. They have the writ of piracy kind of deal. They are allowed to transverse and essentially explore new worlds, find lost technology, makes tons of cash. But it's never easy, is it? So no one wanted to be the Rouge Trader, so the person who decided to become a Rouge Trader was known for not good decisions during games. So of course we're going in crazy Warhammer 40k. So what do? I take inspiration from Event Horizon because you're in space. Why not? So they find a space station that just returned from the chaos. What is the chaos? Well, essentially, imagine warp travel in this world is kind of burrowing through hell. So it's almost like it tunnels through hell to travel across the stars. And it was a space station that was lost in the chaos and then warped itself back. Now, this station had been gone for hundreds of years, meaning that there was very powerful and rich technology there, things that could set him up for quite a while. But who knows what perils it's happened in the warp. So we go and I do all the Event Horizon things. Them seeing things that are not there, them being exposed to horrible ghostly-like creatures, all the big bads of the mind games. I had the whole thing set up. Very Dead Space meets Event Horizon meets a really dark crevice somewhere. It was really fun, actually, to run. Until we got to the lab. Until we got to the blood wall. What is the blood wall? Well, imagine a lab room, if you will. And the walls are completely covered, breathing like a lung. And in front of you are levers and buttons to open up certain areas. There are certain things you want to get to, but you want to keep the blood room closed. So it was like a puzzle. You know, you pick the wrong lever, you open up the wrong apparatus, you have some terrible thing waiting on you inside. Well, they figure it out. Completely destroy my puzzle. It happens. And sometimes, DM, you just kind of go with it. I guess the blood wall will never see its time of day. Or will it? Our Rouge Trader grabs the lever to the blood wall and opens it up. The rest of our party looks. Why? He looks. I want to know what it is. So, essentially in Rouge Trader, there's a really cool effect called their fate, and it's almost like rerolls, but in dire situations you get to what's called burning fate. Now you only get like 2 or 3 per campaign if I'm remembering the system right. You don't get them back, you don't get any more. So burning a point is essentially burning away a resource that you never get back. So you can do it to kind of save your life, but in this situation, to save everyone's lives, everyone has to burn one. You can save the crew that way. So I tell them all, you're all going to die in here unless you burn fate. So they all have to burn a fate point. It's not a happy table, but he's the Rouge Trader. He's the captain. Let's continue on. So we continue after running from the wall of blood, and it stops. They figure it's out. It's been losing blood the whole time. It maybe drained creatures. They're not sure. As long as it's not exposing any more blood, it should stay still. They find a room with these people who've been affected by the chaos. Well, what does our Rouge Trader do? I start pulling bullets in their heads for being heretics. That's well and good, but the blood. Oh God, the blood. Yeah, they warned him about it possibly giving the blood wall blood, but no, he does it anyway. And guess what? They have to burn Fate again because now the wall has more blood. It drains it right out of the bodies. Now it's following them again. So they run to a point where essentially they find the cultist base. They run right headlong into it, where the cultists have now a firing wall ready for them, with the blood wall behind them, the firing wall in front of them. Guns leveled all at each other. They're trying to decide how to get out of this. That's when the Rogue Trader draws his pistol and says, I fire at the leader. Everyone looks at him at the table. There's 6 of us. There are 12 of them. They have flamethrowers at us. I shoot the leader. Okay, you shoot the leader. They all fire on you, dealing... Everyone's dead. They burn Fate again. So they survive. He was not the best captain, in hindsight. So what happened to this wonderful captain? Well, after they escape and lose the item they went to get, the moneymaker, horrified, broken, exposed to terrible chaos, well, the character's mutiny. And he's strangled by his own priest. Not the best way to go. But he really wasn't that good of a captain anyway. So that's the bad. That's where we're going to end that story today. So if you are a rogue trader, don't get your crew almost wiped out 3 times in a row. And then maybe you won't have to deal with a mutiny. All right, guys. Thanks. Remember, the quest never ends.